So, all you guys that was running your mouth, calling me a hater and all that when I was talking about Caitlin Clark and all that, right? And I told y'all about this woman, right? Now, I don't have nothing personal against Caitlin Clark. I have nothing personal against this woman. But the way that the media was pushing this woman out to be this next big thing while not giving the same shine to the other women who were drafted in the WNBA and the overextending coverage that they were giving Caitlin Clark, right? It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And you see that the media has put a target on this woman's back. They did. She was drafted number one overall out of Iowa by the Indiana Fever. She got a lucrative contract from Nike before even dribbling a basketball. You know, she started getting all these documentaries, all this other stuff. I mean, the media was going out of their way to prop this woman up. What's up, y'all? I see y'all up in the building. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Right? So, let's look at it. So, Tuesday, the coverage was like NBA Finals, like the way they were setting up the cameras, all the camera angles, all this other stuff, right? They were trying to really push this thing through, right? She even had a documentary out that had her name as an executive producer. Media was going, ESPN was going out of their way to push this woman to the stratosphere. So, Tuesday night, they played the Connecticut Sun, got blown out, 20 points on 15 shots and 10 turnovers. Mm-mm-mm. Then they had the home opener against the New York Liberty, right? And Breonna Stewart. And I told people that Breonna Stewart was better than goddamn Caitlin Clark. People didn't want to hear it. People were saying I was hating and I was being a racist and I was race baiting and all this other stupid ass shit they were saying, instead of looking at it for what it is. And people don't like to be told the truth. I don't understand for the life of me. When you come on here and you're trying to point things out, and you're trying to point people in the right direction, and you got these eggheads, you got these dimwits, you got these dodo birds and all that just running their mouth, calling you a hater, saying that you don't know nothing about nothing. And you just on here just spread negativity, you wouldn't have bring somebody down. That's all the stupid ass shit people out here say. And yet the results continue to show that I was right, and a lot of you guys out there are fucking wrong. So let me get this straight. Game home opener last night against the New York Liberty, right? You mean to tell me Caitlin Clark only scored 9 points? 9 points from Caitlin Clark. Not only did she only score 9 points, they were blown out 102 to 66. They were outscored 35 to 10 in the fourth quarter. Breonna Stewart had 31 points on 21 shots. Matter of fact, Breonna Stewart had a double-double. She had a double-double. What's up, LA Sports Live? Yeah, I remember Alonzo Ball first game was a Laker, and Lonzo Ball has never recovered from that. He had some good games here and there, but Lonzo Ball didn't really recover from that. Him recovering from that would have mean that okay, he would have made some all-star teams, he would have taken some teams to the playoffs, stuff like that. But he ain't really recovered from that. So you can see the fact of the matter is the media is going to make excuses for Corey George. They're going to make excuses for her. You know why they're going to make excuses for her? Because they don't want to admit that they made a mistake. They don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge that they made a mistake in investing all their resources in this woman. Now, mind you, Diana Taurasi warned people about Caitlin Clark that it wasn't going to be as easy as she thought it was going to be. You had people going at Diana Taurasi. Now, Diana Taurasi won the national championship in college, something that Caitlin Clark couldn't do. And the jury is out as to whether or not Caitlin Clark is going to become a WNBA champion. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, before the season began, I read an article in the Athletic about her being a potential MVP candidate. This woman hadn't even dribbled a ball in the WNBA yet, and they were already making these projections out that she was going to be a candidate for WNBA MVP. Let's just give somebody the crown before they went out and earned it. When you got all these women in the WNBA, they could have promoted, whether it be Breonna Stewart, Elena Deladon, the girl who went to jail, they could have promoted her, Brittany Griner. All these women they already had in the WNBA, they could have promoted. They could have, marketed and stuff like that. But no, Caitlin Clark had to get the contract first. Because they were trying to ride that wave. What's up, Mike? What's up, Jerome Williams? So, and this is the result. 9 points. She only had 9 points last night. In 30 minutes of action, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, these are Draymond Green numbers. These are triple singles. This hype job only scored 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. She put up a triple single last night in 30 minutes. Now we want to talk about the coach should be fired. Now we talk about we not utilizing her skill set. Shouldn't change with how Caitlin Clark plays and all that. But all these people who will sit up here and say that don't take into account that other players have a target or Caitlin Clark's back. You think that they're going to let her come in there and dominate the league like that? Y'all really think that other teams are going to sit up there and let Caitlin Clark just dance all over them? You're at ESPN and all their personalities or lack thereof will sit up here and talk about how she can play in the NBA. You have people on social media saying that this woman could play in the NBA. I mean, the stupidity that was coming out these people's mouths, man, when it comes to this woman. And you wonder why a lot of people have a lot of hate and vitriol towards Caitlin Clark. Now, me personally, I don't got no horse in the race. I don't got no dog in the fight. I'm just calling for what it is. They see that she got the deal. They see that she got all this praise. They see that she is the media hype job. And they're gonna look to prove to her that she's not who she thinks she is. The media, ESPN, and those alike have unfairly put a target on this woman's back. If she thinks this is bad now, wait till she play the Las Vegas Aces, the defending WNBA champion, and Becky Hammond. She think this is bad now, getting blown out like this at the hands of the New York Liberty. You wait till she play the defending WNBA champion and the Las Vegas Aces, two-time defending champion at that, with Aja Wilson and Becky Hammond and those women out there who run that team. It's not gonna get no easier for her. Matter of fact, in that game last night, only two players for the Fever scored in double figures. It was Aaliyah Boston and Katie Lou Samuelson. They were the only two women who scored in double figures last night. Oh yeah, we know we have. Of course, we're gonna have bootlegs kipping for her. Of course, that gonna come with the territory. That gonna come with the territory. Meanwhile, Breonna Stewart, 31 points with 10 rebounds. This woman out here had a double last night. And then another player last night, Jonquel Jones, she had a double. 14 points with 14 rebounds. Take that back, 10 rebounds. Two games into the season, now we talk about firing coaches and all that. Really, y'all? My thing is, if your game is that tight, your game should be able to translate and travel with you. Yeah, there's going to be a learning curve from college to pros, but if your game is that tight, right? And make sure you hit that like button when you come on in. If your game that tight, your game need to be able to travel with you no matter where you're at. That's why I keep saying that this was a hype job. Did the national championship game not tell you anything? Yeah, she started off hot when she scored those she got double figures early in the first quarter, but Dawn Staley and those South Carolina Lady Gamecocks really put the clamps down on Caitlin Clark. She really had to work to get those points in that national championship game, and they ended up losing. And once again, when Diana Taurasi said what she said, and people were calling her a hater and tell her, oh, she's washed up, she passed her prime, she don't know what she talking about, she got to let Caitlin Clark live. Caitlin Clark will be fine. Well, so far, I mean, she out here, turning the ball over and committing all kinds of silly fouls and all that stuff. And this was a sellout crowd at the Indianapolis. She picked up 3 fouls in the first half and a fourth early in the third quarter. She finished with 9.7 rebounds and 6 assists and showed some progress by finishing with 3 turnovers, none after the first quarter. Whatever. See, ESPN already trying to make excuses for her. Oh, well, she didn't commit no turnovers after the first half. The fuck out of here. What you mean? If you got foul trouble and ineffective and you're sitting the bench, of course you're not going to commit no turnovers. You're not on the fucking court. What do you mean, ESPN? Now, You get your ass blown out. Now she don't want to talk to the media. Now you don't want to talk to reporters. You was all up in the videos, doing interviews early Thursday. Now you get your ass blown out. Now you ain't got nothing to say. She's going to face this type of aggressive defense sooner rather than later. It's only going to get worse. I promise you, it's only going to get worse. She playing teams like the Chicago Sky, right, with Angel Reese, and that game's already being highly anticipated. You guys got to tell me what y'all think, man, because I'm telling y'all, it's only going to get worse from here. She's going to have to face a major learning curve because these women are coming for her. They're coming for her. They're not going to sit up here and let her just run amok around the league. If she is if the media is portraying her out to be, or what the media is making her out to be, she got to bring it. She got to bring it. She has a target on her back, whether she likes it or not. And that's all I have to say about that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platform. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!